All right, ain't no intro. You know what it is. I got this. I think it's a 36. Right, it's like a R36 Passat wagon. It's my man's car. He sent it up to me. To fix it. Told me he needed engine stuff. Engine work. Got me another engine. Thought I was gonna be doing a swap. And I get it off the lift, or not the lift, but I get it off the trailer. And we open it up. This is what we see. There's a whole lot of water. So it turns out, I didn't get the story until later, but the previous owner had like the windows open throughout the entire winter season. So there's actually like two water lines that I see. The one that was before I got it, and then the one you're seeing right now, which is kind of deep. It's like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 inches. Surprisingly, I was able to get some codes off of it, but this thing is like, I don't remember. I just did it for, to show the customer. They want to see what's going on, so, you got to show them something. If this car probably isn't fixable, it's just going to go back, and then they'll figure it out. But what I see, it looks like I'm just going to have to get all the water out of it and then replace a bunch of modules. I could tell the one on, the seat module, driver seat module is already cooked because seat's not even working anymore. Some of them are saying they're cooked, but they're still working. But who knows, water, electrical damage. It's a toss-up. Sometimes it's okay, throw a bag of rice on it, keep it moving. And other times, you're just chasing electrical demons like endlessly. So we'll see what happens. Here they go right here. This is all these codes. It's like endless. I think it was like 30 something. I don't know. I stopped counting after a while. I just went over them on the video just so my mans could see, how much is involved with this thing. Ironically, the engine sound pretty smooth, but as long as I've been working with VRs, they all kind of sound pretty smooth. The newer versions got that runner flap thing that's happening, making noise here and there, or they'll have like some chain slap or something. But even when that's happening, they still sound smooth. This car even sounds pretty good. I kind of like it. I think it's also a 4Motion. So it's a 3.6 liter VR. It's not manual. That'd be nice, but it's 3.6. It's a VR. And it's all-wheel drive, and it's a wagon, which is pretty nice. I like them wagons, man. I can't get enough. Stopped over at Tim's, check on some of my parts that's getting made for the B5. This is my intake manifold. It's got the inlet runners on the inside. All right, get you a little shot of the direct port water meth ports. That's actually a bad shot of it, but... And then I think a couple days later, I was getting home. I think I was just taking a piss when I got out the car, ratchet stuff. But I noticed that when we pulled the drain plug, I'm starting to see the water just freezing and dripping out of this Passat wagon. Now I wasn't there when they picked it up on the trailer, but the story I heard or I got when it got home was when it went on a flatbed or something, or on a tilt, they could hear all the water just like whoosh, rushing back. So I've got 2 dehumidifiers in this thing, right? Try to clean up water we can't see. I've already hit it with the wet vac a bunch of times. I do this like every day, by the way. I got an industrial strength dehumidifier in there, and then I got like a regular, home version one. But these things are just like filling up with water, and then, here's another day. I'm just checking on what percentage it is. Is it 30? It'll be going in between 30 and 33. When I first got it in there, though, it was up to like 80, 90. But we're making some sort of progress. And hopefully, I can get this car the heck out of here. Oh, look. This is, I'm going to show you how much water is in the front. You can actually see some of the module plugs. Right? The front door is, on the outside, doesn't work. Somehow it's like broken, so you got to reach in front, cars. All right, look at this. I actually finger banged the water a little bit. This is showing how much is in there. All right, this is fun. You know, I thought I was going to be doing some engine stuff. Oh, not to mention, I should mention, the transmission is leaking. So they told me that either it was cracked on either loading or unloading, or it was previously cracked. But anyway, moving on. This is the fuel pump, right? Aftermarket fuel pump for 225. You know, fuel pump for the Mk4 12 valve GTI VR6 turbo build. Now, I have my cars, and then I have like my friends or customers' cars or whatever. So like I buy my parts, and then some of these, everybody will buy their own parts. So sometimes it's like I can suggest parts to get, and there's other times when I just get the car and I just get the parts, and I'm just like, they're just like, hey, make it work. So that fuel pump wasn't a direct fit, right? So it took some finagling. I had to get the pigtail off of it, then wire that. It was about to curse, but wire that up to the regular plug, and then normally these fuel pumps come with some extra hose. This didn't. So I had some braided line that happened to fit. It was just kind of tight, steel braided line. So this took some finagling just to get it into the, back into the tank. That hole is only so big. And then, messing around with that ring is like a nightmare. I don't know if you ever put a fuel pump in. Sometimes they go in 1, 2, 3, and sometimes that little, ring gasket thing is just, you be just there finger banging it for minutes, seems like 20, 40 minutes. But this one went in relatively easy. It was a little wrestling job, but it wasn't all that bad. It was actually easier than what I thought it was going to be. Because of that, you see the braided line is just hanging on the side of it, right? Not really like in there, or lined up with the rest of it. Right. I did a little detailing. This car came to me. That shit was moldy. Again, another customer, another person, the car owner, leaving windows open. Stop doing that. It builds up so much moisture. It gets in the carpets, and this shit just stinks. Then the seats start growing shit on it, getting moldy, turning colors purple and green. Stop doing this. Close your windows. Close your sunroof. Be smart. All right, so this is in, and this is a shot afterwards of me putting it back together, just snapping on the two lines, feed, return, and then the D-plug, do a little circle thing. But I did that first, after squishing it all down. That's a wrap. The fuel well's going in, bruv. Right? With them 613 injectors, bruv, you get me? It sucks. This is what's that? It's like the gel that eats through paint. Anyway, it's the only way to get this valve cover clean. The fastest way, I guess. This shit stinks. What? I need this shit fucking welded too, so it's gotta be clean. I'm gonna take this in the pan. Over there, we can knock those two out. I figured out the issue with the fuel rail. I just bent 2 tabs back, the 2 lower tabs. Now it's hanging on it with 2 out of 4. It looks like it's gonna be just fine. And intercooler piping is looking like it's gonna have to be something interesting. You might have to go below the rail, or the side, or you might have to lose some shit, some real estate. I'm thinking about taking this out and then relocating this to the corner or somewhere so we could slice a pipe down here. Well, we're gonna have to play with some ideas of, and then I got a little bit of an issue because I think the intercooler that homeboy brought me for this is a 3-inch inlet outlet, 4-inch core. I don't even believe it's a 4-inch core. Yo, EM USA be selling straight garbage, like straight lies, bro. Straight lies, bro. Okay, I think I have a few of their intercoolers, right? But if you just look inside of it, it's really more narrower. It's not the same volume that, you know, it might say 4-inch core or whatever the fuck core it might say, whatever. But if you look down that bitch, you notice the end caps are larger, right, than the core. So this is supposed to be like a 2 or a 2 and whatever. But then I got this other one over here, look. It's supposed to be a 3. You know, my place is super organized, thank you. Right. Look at the difference. Look at the end cap. All right, compared to the actual size of it. Now, there's probably some welders and fabricators out there gonna be like, well, that's the way it's made. I don't know, because this is a twin intercooler anyway. It's like, it's one of those actual intercoolers made from like an actual intercooler company. And you can see the core is pretty much the damn same size as the end caps. So to me, I think EMUSA, they're just like a you know, Chinese company that's just doing everything for efficiency. Like, oh, we shave this much metal and that much, we can get 0.23 more dollars over every unit. All right. Over here we got a KO4. I picked this up from one of my buddies. It's a full KO4 kit. I was gonna wait for another video to make this, to tell y'all about that. But in this box is the KO4. I'm looking to put on that Jetta wagon out there. Damn, this video got long. Anyway, I'm gonna take this off, okay, and finish cleaning it, this side and the other side. And I'm gonna take this pan off and run them shits over to Tim. And I'll start fucking with the coolant pipes and stuff. We have to move some stuff around, bro. It's getting, you know what I'm saying? We run out of real estate. This is the bubbly stuff. I'm gonna get this shit relatively clean before I drop this shit off. A little bit better. Still got mad shit to do. I've been digging in these little pieces right there. I mean, obviously we're gonna powder coat it and it's not gonna stick with all this crud on it. So, another pass with this gobbledygook. Let's get it. Nice and clean now. Ready for welding, powder coat. Just picked this up from Tim. Powder coated. God damn it. God damn it, it's on there. All right, but that's an A in fitting. Trust me, it's one underneath this cap. Stupid clean. Yay. It's in the wrinkle black. And I'm gonna have him do everything else we can in the same finish so it matches.